Isn't the world full of oddities, my friend? I mean, look at this cute, innocent little baby. Would you ever think this tiny creature could one day start a world war, drag Europe into a chaos, and inject a cold war that split the planet in half? Of course not. He looks adorable, right? You think he grew up to be a painter, maybe a lawyer, maybe even a writer? But wait, think again. This little brat, who cries because his balls rolled into a neighbor garden, would one day destroy democracy and Germany and drown an entire nation in darkness. Hard to believe. Yeah, but history doesn't care what we believe. Adolf Hitler was born in 1889 in a small town in Austria-Hungary. His father Alois was, let's say, not exactly the faithful husband type. He worked as a customer officer, strict, harsh and quite the womanizer. He married an older rich woman, cheated on her, waited for her to die and then married his mistress. But her curse might be worked, she also died not long after. In the middle of all this drama, Alois got his cousin Clara pregnant. Yes, his cousin. After several lost children, one finally survived. Little Adolf. Clara adored him, but Alois punished him harshly for the smallest thing. The family moved from town to town and Adolf changed schools many times. Still, he was a smart kid, good grades, curious, talented, but as he grew up, he started showing signs of rebellion. He hated everything his father loved. If his dad liked Austria, he loved Germany. If his dad liked meat, he probably went vegan out of spite. Alois didn't take that well. Punishments got worse, and little Adolf began to lose his balance. After his brother's death, he's completely changed. Quiet, distant, sometimes talking to himself or spending hours in cemeteries. School, a disaster. The once bright kid turned into a dropout. He loved drawing and reading, he thought. The only things that made him feel alive. Then his father died. Freedom at last. But also emptiness. He dreamed of becoming an artist. He applied to art school in Vienna and got rejected twice. Those jury's members probably rejected it later, trust me. Then his mother, the only person who loved him, died. He broke down completely homeless, jobless, hopeless. In Vienna, Hitler started to absorb the growing hatred around him. Anti-Semitism was everywhere and he was a perfect sponge for hate. He began to believe that Germans were a superior race and Jews the enemy. That speed of hatred would later grow into something monstrous. When the war came, he fled Austria and joined the German army. World War I became the best time of his life. Finally, he had a purpose. But when Germany surrendered, Hitler was devastated. He blamed the politician. He blamed the Jews. He blamed everyone but himself. The territory of Versailles ran it Germany. Debt, hunger, humiliation, and in that chaos Hitler found his voice. He joined a small political group, the German Workers' Party, and quickly became its star. His speech hypnotized crowds. His anger gave people hope. He changed the name to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, the Nazi Party, and turned it into a machine of rage. He built paramilitary groups, recruited angry unemployed soldiers, and promised to make Germany great again. People listened. In 1923, he tried to take power by force, a coup that failed miserably. He was arrested, but even in a court, he turned failure into propaganda. His speech impressed everyone. In prison, he wrote Mein Kampf, his dark manifesto. After just 9 months behind bars, he walked out as a national name. Still, in 1928, the Nazis got only 2% of the vote. Nobody took him seriously. Then Great Depression hit, Germany collapsed, and desperate people looked for desperate saviors. Hitler became that savior. By 1933, the Nazi Party was the largest in parliament. The agent president, Hindenburg, didn't trust him, but businessmen and elites saw him as a weapon against communism. So they made him challenger in 1933. What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. Soon after the German parliament mysteriously burned down, Hitler blamed the communism, got emergency powers, and began the purge. Freedom vanished overnight. Opposition gone. The press silenced. When Hindenburg died, Hitler declared himself Führer, the supreme leader. Germany had fallen into darkness. He eliminated his rivals in one bloody night, the night of the long knives. He commanded total loyalty. And then came the horror that would stain history forever: the persecution, the camps, and the murder of 6 million Jews. All from a boy who once just wanted to paint, a boy who turned his pain into hate, a man who turned that hate into a war. And the world would never be the same again.